Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the series I like to call REBOX. It's basically me putting away toys into boxes that I'll never see again. So this episode is specifically for DC Collectibles, DC Designer Series, the Greg Capullo Line. So let's get started. So the first one on the list, of course, it's gonna be Batman. DC, that series for DC Capullo is obviously it's with Scott Snyder. So I'm putting away all these Batman toys and everything. So first on the list is Batman. So this one here, this is really cool. It's the figure from, what is it, the 0 Year series. That one tells a story about kind of like the early time in Batman's career. It's the origin story basically, but from Scott Snyder's perspective. This one is a really good figure. Like there's a lot of good articulation. You can move him here. A little bit of crunch on the abs, not too much. And the arms, it's pretty good motion, and the scale is really nice. It's a really good big figure. And of course it comes with a backpack where he just looks like a cool adventurer, and you can even take the knife out of his little, hunter knife pack over here in the bottom. So this is a really good one. This is one that I saw at the toy show a lot. I always wanted, but I didn't want to pay top dollar. And eventually I did find it for the price I wanted, which was 20 bucks at, I think it was at a Comic-Con, I think it was the San Diego Comic-Con. So this is definitely like one of my favorite figures that I never really took out of the box. But I mean, honestly, it's just a great figure. This is fantastic here. So moving down the line, we have Batgirl. So this Batgirl one here, I got this actually from a comic book shop that unfortunately is now gone. It is Billy's Comics and something like that. They're based in the SoCal, and he was very good friends with my friend Adam. So they had a great sale for a lot of stuff. I spent like maybe about 120 bucks on some things he was just trying to move out, and I got this Batgirl. That was one of them. I got it for like 11 bucks. So this was cool. Originally it comes with some batarangs and everything. I don't know where they are because they're really easy to lose, tiny stuff like that. But this one is really good. Like again, with the designer series, they just do a really good job on the head sculpt and the hair, like the paint job and everything. It's very high quality stuff. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Like, it looks really good. Unfortunately, it is kind of hard to pose her and everything because of her weird heel boots. So yeah, kind of awkward. All right, so while we're on the lines of the good guys, what else did I get? I got Commissioner Gordon, Jimmy Gordon. This was one that I bought in a comic book shop in Santa Cruz, California. I had a quick job over there for a couple days, and I decided, I wanted to check out some of the local comic book shops. So this one here is actually pretty good. Like, again, like these face sculpts are really good and everything. For accessories, he has a walkie-talkie and he has a gun, and he looks straight out of the comic books. He looks really good. Very good job on this one here. The glasses, they're like actual pieces that are off the face. They kind of protrude out and everything. Hair looks good, and the color schemes and everything. This is overall just a really great job. I bought this at regular price because, why not shop locally, right guys? All right, we got a couple more. Now we're gonna go over to the bad guys. So what do I got? I have the Riddler. This one is really cool. Again, like, they just do a great job with these series. I mean, the color is really fantastic. The articulation, it's pretty good considering like what was around during the time. It's nothing like Marvel Legends, but the trade-off with Marvel Legends is that the articulation is generally much better than anything that DC provides, but the likeness to the character, it's always very hit or miss. So these designer series, it's the same thing. They're also very hit or miss, but the Greg Capullo line, it's really good. Like, if you want to collect just one line of toys that's more recent, I really do recommend the Capullo line because they do look like they're out of the comics. So Riddler, not one of my favorite characters, but there you go. There's the Riddler. And finally, the last one that I have is Two-Face, right over here. This one here, I'm a bigger fan of Two-Face than I was last year because I did read The Big Burn, which is the trade paperback for Batman and Robin from Tomasi and Gleason. And I really liked that storyline. That was a very good storyline. This one here, it looks just like a, I don't even know when he made his appearance in Batman with Scott Snyder. I don't really remember. It was a very long run. It was like 51 issues and annual and all that. So this one is pretty good too. You know, like the face, he looks like a zombie. He looks gross. Good job. I think originally he came with a gun, but I don't know where it is. I got this actually in Castro Valley at this little tiny comic shop called Crush Comics. And whenever I'm in that area, I always go to Crush Comics because it's like, when you're on that highway, traffic can get pretty bad on that junction. So it's like, well, you know, I might as well just like spend like a good 20 minutes over at this small shop, maybe buy a little souvenir while I'm there. So there you go. There is my collection of the Greg Capullo line of designer series toys from DC Comics. We have Batman over here in the Zero suit. Look, this is fantastic. I love it. It's my favorite of all of them. Just great overall. Batgirl, not so much because she can't even stand without the board and everything. Jimmy Gordon's really good because, I mean, he just looks really good. Riddler and Two-Face, they're cool. I like Riddler better than Two-Face, to be honest. You know, but they're good figures overall. So that's this video here. Let me know what you guys think about these and this line here, which ones you have. I'd love to see your collection on your YouTube or your Instagram. So please check out my Instagram as well as little_nerd_busters. I put more stuff over there than over here on YouTube because it takes longer. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.